Welcome, folks, to Louisville, Kentucky, Derby City. This home of the Louisville Cardinals is not far from Churchill Downs. This crowd ready to get this game out of the starting gates. It's a late season, top 25 matchup here. Two teams that have earned the right to be ranked will test each other, and there's big playoff implications. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Welcome, folks, to Louisville, Kentucky, Derby City. This home of the Louisville Cardinals is not far from Churchill Downs. This crowd ready to get this game out of the starting gates. It's a late season, top 25 matchup here. Two teams that have earned the right to be ranked will test each other, and there's big playoff implications. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Pittsburgh Panthers, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Panthers will kick this deep to start us off. And the fair catch signaled for and take. Set up. It's a first down play. They'll hand it off. Football knocked loose in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
Man, Chris, we could hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Fighting off the defender. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Same tailback, another carry. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Intercepted in the end zone.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the...
He's going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Louisville. Made the defense look slow that time.
That's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. They stop him right at the 24.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
After consecutive losses, we need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. He makes the grab. The offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down in their own territory.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
The decision to go for it doesn't pan out.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
From the shotgun, an inside handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
The offense facing a tough conversion here, 3rd and long from the 42. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Catch is made down the middle. Defense able to stop him. It's 4th down now.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
They need 5 yards here on 4th down to keep the drive alive. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. And the pass is batted down, broken up on 4th down. What a play.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Gets rid of it on the move. The sure hands. It's Hamilton. Finds room at the 30. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. The Panthers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes the 1st down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. And the Panthers will line up here on 1st down and goal. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. Last time the defense got a big 4th down stop. We'll see what the offense can do this time. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Hands off to the left. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time.
The defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner being brought down. Fresh set it down to the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out.
Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Louisville 14 and 7.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Handoff here from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Takes a quick catch. He's stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. The Cardinals come to the line to run the hurry up.
4th down.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. He's escaping the pocket now. Going to try to use his legs here. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving.
And the Cardinals look to keep this drive moving. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Fights off the defender. The tackle is made. But the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
Offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He'll take a deep shot. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, maybe in the second half.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down?
I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's 3rd down. He's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
Fourth and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He's got it, a 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive. McGain is good enough for a 1st down near the 38.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
The shotgun handoff here.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. And that game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36. The Panthers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here. And I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And looking for a big play here. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, hit. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
And the extra point was up and good.
14.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
That's a solid game. Moves the ball to the 29.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And here comes a deep shot. Clock way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
The Cardinals starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. On the run here. Lets it go. Caught behind the line. It's Henderson. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. It's a quick grab. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the 1st down. Defense takes their 3rd and final timeout of the half to talk strategy. They will go for it again here on 4th down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver makes the catch. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
He's swarmed by the defense.
A pretty good push up front here by this offensive line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
The defense clearly setting up to stuff the run here. On 2nd and goal, they'll give him another chance. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Took some extra time in the weight room, paying off on that play.
What a job shedding tackles, crossing that goal line. And if you're this defense, you've got to focus a bit more on the fundamentals and wrapping up, because poor tackling teams get exposed by running backs like this.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Panthers offense is back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Looks left and finds his target there. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Panthers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Looking to throw it on first down. Pass caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. One more play before they head to the locker room. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Tackled after the interception. That will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Cardinals will kick it off to begin the second half. And it's field, the returner trying to create good field position here. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it go. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Dives to make the grab for a huge gain.
So impressed here, Chris, with this effort by the receiver. This ball is thrown way downfield, and actually it's thrown beyond him. I thought it was too far. This guy somehow lays out and comes down with a huge completion.
And now the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. No huddle now for the offense. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down mark. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. The Panthers hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Moves left out of the pocket. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he scores. Touchdown, Pitt. Kurt, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play with good coverage that time. And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Well, the back has been busy, but very little to show for it tonight. That defense has been all over the running game.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a designed run. As the first down is still going. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy.
And they heave it deep downfield. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Louisville.
Well, I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person, you saw in the first half, seemed to score every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Turner trying to create good field position. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. He's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. They're going to run it. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And the Panthers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
And it's good enough for first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. He's running out of time here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
And he finds the running back in the flat. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up a 4th down. Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. This Pitt offense is moving quickly down the field. Back to throw again. Looking to make a big play downfield. Catch made down inside the 20. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Strong game by this quarterback. And they'll set up with a PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
That makes the score Louisville 35, Pitt 28.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10.
And the Louisville offense is back out there on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Gets some space around the 30. They bring it down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Play action here on first down. It's an out route. The catch made. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Big gain across midfield down near the 30-yard line.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Handoff running right. Finding space at the 20. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The Cardinals line up on 1st and 10 now. Ball handed off. Makes the catch for the defense. Breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. And they pick up the first on the ground. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. 28. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Panthers offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. The pass rush closing in. That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Defense is coming after him. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Big throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going. The Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Here's the second down play. The play fake, he'll look to throw it. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. Finds an open target on the left side. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
So here we go. Third down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete. And the drive will fizzle out here in the final minutes.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
On first down, it's play action. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks. The drive stays alive with that first down completion.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
They attack the deep middle of this defense, Kirk, come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game, because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking right, this one caught. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Oh, big hookup here. They're forced to throw the ball on third down, and the connection's going to keep this drive alive, and also, more importantly, just keep that clock moving.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisville. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense padding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
28.
Fielded near the end line. He's going to come out with it. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. The Panthers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Now from the pistol formation. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
Looking to scramble. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. The sure hands. It's Hamilton. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Caught quickly. Touchdown, Panthers. This offense is still clicking.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
And the point after is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And now the kicking team has called for a timeout before the kickoff. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they make the recovery in the onside kick. The offense keeps it for another possession.
Hey, you're down a couple scores. This is an outstanding call to try to get this football back. That's the first step in coming back. Now, let's try to steal a score here and see if you can do it all over again.
And the Pittsburgh offense is back out on the field. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Tries the right with a quick throw. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
And the Cardinals looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Stop right at the line. This is a stubborn defense backed up against the goal line.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Here's a handoff testing the middle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a great play by the defense here, getting close to the goal line. Not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
And he's brought down there. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side, but well, they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit.